Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, this is quite an unexpected video, but I have been told by many of you and by my husband to bring this video out to you. You probably are aware, guys, the UK are preparing for the storm Darragh, and it's been in the making for a little while, but initially we had a yellow weather warning and then it was an amber, and now it's actually red. So red is for the wind, also the wind gusts, and now amber for a rain. We're in South Wales, okay, and we are meant to get hit the hardest first. So I totally understand, as some of you said, maybe it's a good idea to put this out there for my viewers. I totally understand many of you guys probably watching the weather forecast, but I also totally understand that if you kind of wrapped up in your daily life, that might not even cross your mind. And to be fair, guys, until really now I've been told to actually push this out and the weather warning been upgraded, I haven't really thought much to it, because as a preppers, we're trying to do our best of getting prepared. So for the time when they actually stated of the potential like a hurricane type winds and a lot of rain, we do get a lot of rain here. And to be fair, you probably agree with the whole UK, not just Wales, that we did have or do continue having a lot of storms that getting named all the time, and it's keep battering and battering us all the time. We have a lot of floods. We had a lot of landslides only just recently, and to be fair, because the weather warning has got upgraded with the wind and with the rain, it is a little bit of a worry, and I totally understand why I've been suggested to do this. So during the course of the day, okay, and it's no brainer really, if you do have any generators, backup generators, it's a good idea to back them up and charge them. To be fair, so far, okay, and it's not really even been that windy, we had 2 power cuts, only little ones, like literally it's kind of like little flickers, but obviously the wind is out there, but just not to the whole extreme of how it's meant to be getting later on. So the whole idea is, guys, right, and it is just literally, it's a last minute warning because we still have a little bit of time, okay? It's going to hit us about 8 o'clock in the evening, so we do have a little bit of time. So today I've managed to pop into the garden, and again, if you have opportunity, or I suggest make opportunity, pop out there and make sure that your furniture, any loose like flower pots, plant pots, anything like this is kind of towards the side of the house or in the shed. My main worry is at the moment is unfortunately the chicken coop with the roof and the stuff and the structure, because obviously the warning is out there for the flying debris. It's not necessarily what you potentially have in your garden, but it's actually what else could possibly fly in from other gardens. And we have had these instances like a few years back when we had some panels flying in, smashing into the greenhouses, things like that. So unfortunately, it's not that something that we can be looking forward to. And as I said, to be fair, I was kind of rather chilled this evening. As you can see, I'm having a glass of wine. We're just having dinner. And then obviously now the upgrades coming in, and they're saying that the winds potentially could get even worse than what they're saying. So my point is to you guys, sorry, I'm really digressing because, but generally, yes, the winds are coming, okay? So the Wales, we're going to get hit hard. On the top of what we already had, our rivers are already up to here. We have a reservoir right up the road there, and it's super, super high. Yes, there's overflow, but of course, there's always a warning of floods. And then my husband goes, "Oh my God, what if like really winds and the roof falls off, blows off, and we're gonna get kind of rain coming in, that kind of thing." My point is, okay, I'm gonna just stop talking nonsense and just get to the point. First of all, make sure your garden is secure with the stuff lying in, especially if you have a patio doors, you don't have a chairs or anything else flying in into your glass patio doors. Secondly, okay, as a prepper, I have a van, okay, and it's kind of a bag out vehicle. I have a bag out bag in there. I've got some water in there, and I have 3 days worth of food. However, the food that's in my van, okay, it's not the sort of food that is something that will keep in the van based on the weather changes, like heat, hot, cold. There's only really strictly, really tough kind of looking foods that are in there, if that makes sense. However, okay, we have a little kid. The point is, okay, we're trying to now, not say scramble together, but I put extras together. Extras that are not an emergency now because we're not rushing, because things haven't been happening yet. But we're putting something extra together just to be able to put this in the van or in the car, or in the van, in fact, in our case, and just go. just in case if the house being, compromised by terms of weather. So we're talking about extra warm clothing, and we do have, I already said to you guys, blankets and stuff in the van. I even have the mattress for the little one. We're kind of prepared this way, but we English people really not prepared for the hurricane weather, and they're telling us this is going to be hurricane weather. So as a prepper, automatically like, okay, you're kind of thinking, am I prepared enough? Do we have enough in the van? Chances are not, but there is time. So my point is, warm clothing, food, okay? And we're talking about hurricane outside. I have my little a gas stove thing, one of those MSR ones, and it's going to be no good to me really in the van, let's be frank, and we won't be able to do this outside because of the wind. So technically taking things like ready bars and things that are filling, but they don't require any cooking. In terms of the hot drinks, yes, again, the only thing we can do right now is to get ourselves some hot drinks, put them in the thermal cups, get them ready just in case. I already had some tools in the van, but Mr. Daniel said to me that we need to have extra tools in the van just in case. And I do have torches. I do have my little, in the bag, I have some torches, different ones, and I have them in the van as well. At the front, I have my little EDC, which also has a torch. But Mr. Daniel suggested that we need to have extra torches, especially the head torches for all three of us, just in case. And of course, I'll be putting extra blankets. I do have water in the van, okay, but this is water for more like cleaning rather than anything else, but putting extra water in there tonight. So basically we're getting some extra bits together and just putting it either by the door or putting this inside, because the weather is quite chilly, okay? It is really cold outside, as you can see. It's really not pleasant inside or outside, but the preparedness is a key. And to some of you might think, well, this is just a common sense. Okay, well, I thought this and I thought I was prepared, but to be fair, like the storm things, as I said before, we don't have them, okay? And I don't necessarily prepare for the storms of having a fresh food or fresh food ready to go, but now I'm going to be doing this. So the point is to you guys, I'm going to be stop talking because, well, time is money, or time is precious, in fact, and get yourself prepared, okay? If you still have time, and especially if you are in areas like we are, okay, get yourself ready, just in case you do have to leave the house or be without the power. We don't actually know, because they're telling us that things can change. And it's kind of a little bit scary, I've got to say that. As prepared as we are, nobody really wants to have to leave their house because of the weather. And I do hope that it's not going to be affecting a lot of people, but chances are with that kind of weather, we've seen so much of it happening recently, and people have been affected with other floods, things collapsing and all sorts of things, including even sinkholes. So the point is, just be prepared, but think about waterproofs, weatherproofs, whatever, shoes, clothing, food. If you have to stay in your car, if you have to leave the house and you can't go anywhere else, make sure something that is not just like dry crisp, just a little bit better, okay? Just something a little bit more flavorful. Warm clothing, because it is going to be like 2 degrees tonight. So blankets, hats, gloves, heated things, anything like that. And of course, guys, water. So that's that, okay? I've probably rambled on for far too long, but apparently it was really important, and I bring this out to you because maybe you're not aware. But anyway, guys, please just hatch it down. Really stay safe, be prepared, and I'll see you on the other side. Okay? Bye-bye.